Hi, it's Len here, and I'm going to talk about my characters now. We started off with one of his most traumatized characters, and I'm going to start off with one of my least traumatized favorite characters, just to spite him, because he called me a hypocrite. So I'm going to talk about one of my absolute favorites, but not my favorite. Thus far, she doesn't have horrible, heaping amounts of trauma. Estell! This character is one of Lee's favorite characters of mine, which is fitting because Nikita is one of my favorite characters of his. Which is why I hate how much trauma it did. Okay, tangent. I go on this a lot. Get used to it. But, moving on. So, Estell is a very outgoing, excitable, and very confident person. She will punch you. And she's quite good at fighting in general, though she is one of my least powered characters in terms of magic, because my characters are fantasy. So let's talk about her past first, and then I'll move on to powers and that sort of thing. Estell, when she was a child, was not confident. She was not fighty. She wasn't like that at all. She was super timid and very focused on school, very goal-oriented, a very proper school child sort of thing, perfect child. And her brother, who was a rebel sort of teen, absolutely despised her for it. So they got into a significant amount of fights because of it, and they didn't have the best relationship, and Estell didn't have the best mental health because she felt overpressured and all this sort of thing. However, now Estell is super confident. She will fight you if you insult her or her family, and her and her brother actually have a great relationship now, and it's really sweet, and they're some of my favorites. So, all that is great. Her brother is actually a character, but we won't be giving him a character profile for a while because he's not a main character. But he will be mentioned in more than one of the character profiles, I promise. Now, on to the fantasy aspect. So, because Estell is one of my main characters, she works for my current main goddess, Kitsurumi, who is the goddess of life. And the other current main goddess, Peace, who, as the name suggests, is the goddess of peace. She works with a whole bunch of people, but I, again, have 116 characters, so we won't be getting into all of them. But, because she works under a goddess, two goddesses, she has to fight demons and stuff. I should probably do a world summary for my world, because Lee's is pretty much modern world as far as I know. Mine's not. Mine is fantasy, full on. But I think I should probably do a world summary. But, this is a summary, I guess. Anyways, again, I went on a tangent. I gotta stop doing that. This video is going to be, 4 minutes long. So, Estell, because she works under a goddess and she has to fight, was granted a power. And she is a bard, because she, by profession, one of her professions is a violinist, and she's in a band. And, sort of famous? Not super famous, though. She is known in the music nerd community because she won a competition. So, she is very, very good at violin, and pretty good at singing. So, her goddess granted her a bard power, and she can bind spells to specific songs or bits of music, depending on how big a spell it is. And every time she plays it, she casts the spell. So I think this video is way more than a minute long already. So I'm definitely going to have to post this as a full video. I was hoping to get character profiles done as shorts, but that has already failed. So I'm going to try and link them, but it's going to be... But, just look out for that. I'm probably going to post a short of, a preview of this. So look out for that. My 8 subscribers. But, yeah, I think that's everything about Estell that I can think of currently.